Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful Elsa Inspired Tutu dress for your little girl, and it's only going to cost you about $12 depending on the size of your child. What you're going to need are these items here. You're going to need some tulle. I chose teal and white. I have some light blue thread. I have some crystal snowflakes, but you can pick snowflakes that you like. Any plastic embellishment will work. I have some sheer snowflake fabric from Walmart, and you can see a half a yard was $2.22. And I have a light blue satin fabric, and I just got a quarter yard. And I have a light blue crochet bag. You're also going to need 2 pieces of felt. Here's my first piece of felt. What I'm going to do is use this piece of felt to make a bodice. So what I've done is I folded it in half so I have 2 equal parts, and we're going to make a sweetheart neckline. This is going to be the center of the sweetheart where it dips down. And here's the side. So you're just going to need a shape like this. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can make it dip down in the middle as much as you'd like. And then at the bottom of the felt, you're going to make a arch shape like this. And when we cut these pieces out, you'll see we have what looks like a sweetheart neckline bodice. Now, this was actually too long for the crochet top, so I went back in and cut the excess off. So you can see I'm measuring it against the crochet back or top. And cutting off the excess. And now I'm going back in and making that arch shape across the bottom. So this will give me the perfect size sweetheart top. And now you can see that that lines up perfectly, or perfect enough. Now I'm taking that quarter yard of satin fabric that I purchased, and with the right side down, the right side meaning the side that you want to show to everyone, with that side facing down, I'm laying my felt on top of that. And I'm just going to cut around it. And I'm going to leave about 1 inch to 1/2 inch around the shape. You could pin this down, but I just didn't want to. So I just kind of held it still. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one's going to see this part. And as you can see, mine was not perfect. And now I'm just going in and putting little slits in the fabric, which will make it easy to fold over, because we're going to fold this fabric over the felt and glue it. This is a no-sew tutorial. Now I'm going to place glue all around the edges and fold the satin fabric over onto my felt shape. By cutting the slits in the fabric, it helps it to bend easier and gives you more control when you're gluing. Be careful not to get glue on your fingers, it does burn. And it's okay if it looks a little bit messy. Again, I've placed glue around the edge, and I'm just folding over the satin fabric. And that's the bottom part of the bodice. I'm just going to speed things up, and I'll go all the way around. Now down in this little dip, it gets kind of tricky, but it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to put a snowflake embellishment there anyway, so no one will know. And the glue keeps everything from fraying, so you don't have to worry about fraying. And so this is what the front looks like when you flip it over. So you can't see all that mess on the back side. So to cover up the back side and to make this bodice piece a little more sturdy, I'm going to add some more felt to the back. So I'm just gluing around the outside, and I'm just going to lay the whole piece of felt on top. And then I'm going to glue around the bottom and glue the bottom part down. Now the other way that I could have done this is when I cut out the blue piece of felt into the sweetheart shape, I could have also just cut the white piece at the same time, which actually probably would have been easier, but I didn't think about it at the time. So this is how I'm doing it now. And so this gave the bodice a little more weight and made it more firm. And I'm just trimming off the excess felt. And as you can see here, I have a nice clean piece to work with. So I have my tool already cut. You can see my Minnie Mouse tutorial or Ninja Turtles or one of the other tutu tutorials to see how I cut tool. But you want it to be, you want to cut it double the length of the skirt. And now I have put the crochet top on my mannequin. As I said in other videos, you may want to cover your mannequin with a plastic bag or I don't know, like a saran wrap or something. You may want to cover it with something just to keep glue from getting on it, in case you use too much glue. But I don't mind if my mannequin gets a little glue on it. Also, if you don't have a mannequin, you can just use something circular, hard plastic. I've seen people do it with plumbing pipes, so that's an option. And here's what we have so far after I put the skirt on. Your little girl actually might like the dress just like this, but we wanted to embellish mine a little bit more. So and I'm just making sure that the top is going to fit. I didn't like how that crochet was showing through the middle, so even though this is a no-sew tutorial, I did put in one stitch right in the middle just to pull that centerpiece down some. This is totally optional, you don't have to do that. So now you can see you don't really notice the crochet that much in between the sweetheart shape. And now I'm just placing glue along both sides of the bodice. And I'm going to stick it on the crochet top. Now this dress only called for, I bought a 1/4 yard of the satin fabric and I still had quite a bit left. It just depends on the size of your child and how big you want your bodice to be. Now I'm adding a little more glue to the top. You also could add glue along the bottom if you wanted to. I didn't, but you could. I'd be careful not to glue on the tulle because you want the child to be able to get in the dress, so you want it to have some stretch to it. Now I'm opening up the plastic rhinestone snowflakes. And I'm going to put one right in the center there using the hot glue. And I really like those rhinestone pieces, so I was thinking about adding more, but I opted not to. And that's what we have so far. And basically your dress is done. I also bought a 1/2 yard of that snowflake fabric, and I thought I filmed myself opening it, but I guess I didn't. So basically what I did was I just unfolded it and draped it over the dress for the cape. And that's it. I didn't sew or do anything to it. I just unfolded it, and that was a 1/2 yard of that fabric. It was at Walmart. And your dress is complete. So this whole dress cost me about $10 maybe. So if you have any other tutorials that you'd like to see, leave it in the comments below. And thank you for watching.